Good afternoon. Please remain standing as Mark Brunson, class of 2015, leads us in our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. I'm Ralph Richardson, Dean of the College of Veterinary Medicine. It's my pleasure to welcome each of you to Kansas State University and the 110th commencement for the College of Veterinary Medicine. Following today's ceremony, Kansas State University will have graduated 6,945 veterinarians since the first class graduated in 1907. We can count many outstanding leaders of our profession as alumni of this college, and we anticipate many of the same in the class of 2015. I want to offer a very special welcome to the spouses, to the children, to the parents, grandparents, other relatives, and friends of the class of 2015. Without your continual support, these graduates would not have realized their goals to become veterinarians. At this time, I'd like to introduce the platform party, starting on my immediate right, and I'll ask each one to stand as I announce. Dr. Helen Van Etten, Board of Regents. Dr. Dan Thompson, Jones Professor of Production Medicine and Epidemiology and Director of the Beef Cattle Institute. Dr. Justin Thomason, Assistant Professor in the Department of Clinical Sciences. Dr. Julie Ebert, President of our College of Veterinary Medicine's Alumni Association. Ms. Amy Button-Rentz, President and CEO of the Kansas State University Alumni Association. Dr. Kirk Schultz, President, Kansas State University. Dr. April Mason, Provost and Senior Vice President, Kansas State University. Dr. Ronnie Elmore, Associate Dean for Academic Programs, Admissions, and Diversity. Dr. Roger Finglin, Executive Associate Dean and Director of the Veterinary Health Center. Dr. M.M. Chingaba, University Distinguished Professor and Head of the Department of Diagnostic Medicine and Pathobiology. Dr. Bonnie Rush, Head of the Department of Clinical Sciences. Dr. Michael Kinney, Head of the Department of Anatomy and Physiology. Dr. Gary Anderson, Director of the Veterinary Diagnostic Laboratory. And at the organ, Mr. Stephen Kuchera. Our marshals today, yes, let's say thank you. You may be seated. Our marshals today are Dr. Krista Holstein and Dr. Sasha Thomason. Outstanding academic programs don't happen by accident. Success depends on two very important criteria: excellent students and highly motivated and dedicated faculty and staff members. At this time, I'd like for all of the faculty and staff members of our College of Veterinary Medicine in the audience today to stand and be recognized for their outstanding efforts on behalf of the college and of these graduates. If you're a faculty or staff member, would you please stand? To bring greetings from the Kansas Board of Regents, I'm privileged to introduce Regent Helen Van Etten. Regent Van Etten of Topeka was appointed to the Kansas Board of Regents by Governor Sam Brownback in 2013. She is the chief audiologist for the Topeka School District. Dr. Van Etten currently serves the Eisenhower Excellence in Public Services Series as a member of the Board of Governors, a position she has held since 2010, and has been a member of the American Speech Language Hearing Association and Kansas Speech Language Hearing Association since 1988. From 1998 until 2006, she served on the board of directors for the Kansas Commission for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing. And from 2004 to 2007, she was an advisory committee member for CAN, K-A-N, Be Healthy, a Medicaid program for children, teenagers, and young adults. Dr. Van Etten has 3 degrees, a bachelor's degree, a Master of Audiology degree, and her doctoral degree in audiology. Please join me in welcoming Regent Van Etten to our podium this afternoon.
Thank you very much, President Schultz and member of the faculty, Kansas State University alumni, and friends and family well-wishers of our graduates. And most of all, you all are receiving diploma today, and I'm both very delighted and honored to bring greeting and best wishes from Kansas Board of Regents. Thank you for allowing me to have the honor to be here with you to celebrate this tremendous, remarkable accomplishment. Graduates, this is an exciting time for you. The commencement symbolized the accumulation of your years of study, hard work, commitment. Commencement also signified the beginning, the new chapter of your life, where you can set new goals. Of course, you will encounter new challenges and new opportunities. It is those times where you will show where you have learned in KSU medicine and your ability to think very creatively, critically, act responsibly, and collaboratively. I know the higher education is always the best way to train our citizens so our society can be improved by your contribution. As a regent and educator, as an active member of my own communities, I challenge you to combine your unique skill, talents, and have learned and refined here at this fine university, not only to improve your own life, but also the lives around you. Many little animals, and myself is a beneficiary of your skills. Today, you graduate and become the alumni of Kansas Regents System, joining 350,000 alumni around the whole state. Either because you had choose to graduate and stay here or return to Kansas for your home, I invite you to stay here. And in Kansas to continue to grow our community and our states. I believe the public education institution in Kansas is not just to exist to creating workers, but to creating a whole persons. You will be able to contribute many more to our society and our economy. I wish each one of you the joy, happiness, fulfillment, wherever you choose the path that you takes you. Someone had once said, the true exciting thing about your life at this point is there's no more curriculum. The entire place is an elective, so you can choose to be serving the big animal, small animal, traveling doctors. Don't underestimate the power of your choices. Where we are today because of what the choices we made yesterday. Therefore, believe in yourself and your judgment when you walk through the rooms of your lives. Not looking for faults, but potentials. As Dr. Martin Luther King, Provost Mason kindly pointed to me, there was a building, and that was the last commencement speech that he made in Kansas, in your own university. Dr. Martin Luther King has said, you don't have to see the whole staircase. You just need to take the first steps. I also hope you will actually see out to reach beyond yourself, just like your fine faculty, your presidents, and staff that have went beyond themselves for you. Some very wise men had once said, not me, but I'm going to take it. The soup of civilized life is enriching stew, but it doesn't keep bubbling up by itself. You have to put something back in the pot as you leave for the people in line behind you. Class 2015, congratulations and best wishes. Thank you.
The class of 2015 has invited Dr. Dan Thompson to deliver their commencement address today. Dr. Thompson is a third-generation veterinarian. He completed a master's in ruminant nutrition from South Dakota State University after his undergraduate degree. Then he went on and did a PhD in ruminant nutrition from Texas Tech University. But he received, after he had received those degrees, he went back to his alma mater, Iowa State University, and became a veterinary student and received his DVM. He serves as the global co-leader for McDonald's Beef Health and Welfare Committee, and he serves on the Animal Welfare Advisory Board of the Food Marketing Institute, which is the Beef Quality Assurance Committee of the National Cattlemen's Beef Association. He also serves on the Animal Welfare Committees of the American Association of Bovine Practitioners and the Academy of Veterinary Consultants. He's recognized internationally as a leader in animal welfare, beef cattle welfare, beef cattle production, and cattle health management. His research and outreach has been reported in many media outlets, including CBS Evening News, USA Today, Los Angeles Times, the New York Times, and of course, many scientific publications. He hosts a nationally aired veterinary television show on RFD TV entitled Doc Talk, and that reaches over 45 million homes worldwide. Dr. Thompson is a great favorite of our students, of our clients, of the veterinary profession. Help me welcome him to the podium, Dr. Dan Thompson.
Yes, I now have to wear glasses. I have reached that point in my career. Wow. Thank you so much for allowing me to share this special day with y'all. It's an honor and a privilege to be the speaker at graduation this year. Class of 15, parents, family, faculty, friends, let's give this group a round of applause. It's hard to believe that this day has come. Can you believe how fortunate we are to be able to share these moments together, and how we miss those that would be beaming from ear to ear if they could be here to share it with us today? For some of you, our relationship began when you're in high school, when you came on a tour with your dad and the local feed sales rep, or as undergraduates in clubs and in classes such as the feedlot production medicine class, or in vet school in contemporary issues, clinical nutrition, and production animal medicine, of course, with the feedlots. However, as we all know, relationships and trust were built a lot of times outside. This thing's going to get me. A lot of times in class, it was spent outside the classroom and in the hallway, where we talked about deaths, birth, divorce, jobs, success, failures, life. Graduates, this is your day. You're the VIPs, and I want to personally thank you for choosing Kansas State University to attend veterinary medicine. Nobody contributes, and I mean nobody, contributes more to the sustainability of our college, of our university, or our profession than you. Thank you for your time, because this is your time, your college, your university, and your profession. So, have you ever wondered what some of the world's greatest philosophers would have thought of veterinary medicine, or if they would have been veterinary medicine. You know, I wonder about Plato, Aristotle, Socrates. How would their ideals match up to what we do today in veterinary practice? And being the worldly scholar that I am, thank you, I have decided to take the studies of one such philosopher and relate it to veterinary practice. That one philosopher, you ask? It is none other than Lawrence Peter Berra, otherwise known as Yogi Berra. Yogi Berra was an all-pro catcher for the New York Yankees and a manager. And on Tuesday, Yogi Berra turned 90 years old on May 12th. So here's a few yogiisms to relate to veterinary medicine. The first one is, when you come to a fork in the road, take it. Okay? Nobody understands, but Yogi was just trying to describe to one of his teammates how to get to a function at another teammate's house that lived on a circle drive. And so he said, when you get to the fork in the road, take it. So many times in veterinary, students were worried about the right externship, the right veterinary school, the right internship, the right residency. The thing that will make you a great veterinarian is not where you went to vet school, not which rotation you took, but who you are and what you want to become. The next thing is for you food animal practitioners. This one has literal meaning, okay? If you don't know where you're going, you might wind up somewhere else. And when they call you to pull a calf at Buddy Thomas's place and you show up at Lloyd Wheatas, you're not at the right place, and they will tell you that very soon. But if you're like me and you're geographically challenged, just practice in West Texas or Western Kansas. It's so flat and treeless out there, you can watch your dog run away from home for 3 days. You won't get lost. Okay, this one relates to what you're going to feel like a year from now. The future ain't what it used to be. Okay? They talk about the commitment curve to a job. And next week, next month, when you take that first job, the excitement, the honeymoon phase, you're at a level of commitment the highest you'll ever be in your career. And that's what we call uninformed optimism, okay? And as you learn more about your job and learn more about the duties and the people that you're working with, at the end of the first year, 50% of veterinarians change jobs, okay? It is at the point in time, a year from now, that's the sophomore slump. It is when you reach a point in the commitment curve we call informed pessimism, okay? If you can fight through informed pessimism and dig deep, over the next 4 to 5 to 10 years, you will climb the commitment curve to informed realism and informed optimism. Stay with it. Yogi said, baseball is 90% mental and the other half is all physical. Okay, veterinary medicine is 90% people skills and the other half is medicine. You need to work hard and treat people right. Clients want to know that you're going to hustle, you have brains, and that you're going to follow through on cases. The staff and the technicians, they want to know that no job is too small for you. Treat your clients right, and they'll bring their pets and their food animals to your clinic. I've yet to meet a dog that picked its vet. Yogi had a unique approach to case management, and I thought this was pretty cool. The first one is, you can observe a lot by just watching. You will miss more in practice by not looking than you will by not knowing. You have the skills. No diagnostic test beats a good case history. The next one was, if you ask anything I don't know, I'm not going to answer. This was one when I first was here at Kansas State University. We had a cow on the clinics. She was worth about $50,000, and we'd called the client and said, come get her, she's okay. As soon as we'd hung up the phone, the student came around the corner and said, Dr. Thompson, that cow just died in tier 1. I said, no, it didn't. Yeah, it did. And it did. Being a veterinarian, I could diagnose that. And we took that animal, and we took it over to the necropsy lab. And we had Dr. Jerome Needfeld working on the case. And after 2 weeks of diagnostic and histopathology and every kind of test we can run, I got no results. There was no cause of death. And I went over to Jerome and I said, Jerome, it doesn't say why this animal died. And he says, well, I ran every test in the world. I can't find anything that caused it. I said, that's an inappropriate answer. I have a client that I have to tell this to. And he looked over his glasses and he said, Dan, there are people that die every day while eating their soup and we don't know why. I said, okay. 2 more quotes and I'll wrap up. This is one of my all-time favorites. In theory, there's no difference between practice and theory, but in practice there is. The practice is the art of veterinary medicine. Theory is the science of veterinary medicine. The combination of practice and theory is what we get to outcomes-based or evidence-based medicine. You're going to be challenged to balance what clients can afford, what your clinic can provide, what the prognosis of the case will be, and the practical outcome of what you're going to recommend. You are prepared. Trust in your training, be creative, and work hard. The last quote, you should always go to other people's funerals. Otherwise, they won't come to yours. David Brooks wrote a book called The Road to Character, okay? And on The Road to Character, he asked the question, are you living to build a list on your resume or living to build a list on your eulogy? They're different. On your eulogy, they're going to have things, were you kind? Were you brave? Were you honest? Were you strong? Were you forgiving? Were you caring? Tina Murray in the class of 2008 said, I won't remember what you said, I won't remember what you did, but I'll remember how you made me feel. On Tuesday at his birthday party, Yogi had them cut his cake in 4 pieces because he wasn't hungry enough to eat 6. Yeah, some of you got it. Good. As you leave here today, your life, days on your life will look as big as Yogi's cake, okay? Be assured you're prepared, and when you don't think that you can eat the whole thing, just remember to stay true to yourself, to your family, your profession, and just cut the cake up in fewer pieces. Thank you so much for choosing Kansas State University. I'm so proud to be at Kansas State University. These students are our world. We will always leave the porch light on for you. Come back and visit us. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. President Schultz, would you please join me at the podium? Candidates for the degree of Doctor of Veterinary Medicine, would you please stand? President Schultz, these candidates for the degree of Doctor of Veterinary Medicine have successfully completed the required curriculum to receive their degrees from Kansas State University. On behalf of the faculty of the College of Veterinary Medicine, I proudly present them to you for conferral of their Doctor of Veterinary Medicine degrees.
By the authority of the people of Kansas and the Kansas Board of Regents, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I am pleased to confer upon you, the graduating class of 2015, the degree of Doctor of Veterinary Medicine. Congratulations. Graduates, can you please be seated? Thank you. This isn't on the program, but since I'm president of the university, I can kind of generally do what I want to. But one of the things that we're actually celebrating today in a unique way is Dean Ralph Richardson. This has been a dean of our College of Veterinary Medicine for 17 years. He's been through 17 graduations, 17 lots of different things, and has done an exceptional job at building out our College of Veterinary Medicine, hiring great faculty, continuing to move us forward. So I'd like to ask if our graduates and the folks here could join me in a big round of applause for Ralph's service to Kansas State University.
That was not on the script. Thank you very much, 17 years fly by fast. It just seems like yesterday that we arrived, and this was my alma mater, is my alma mater, so it was a coming home for me, and there's a K-State pride that is so very, very special. And there's no doubt that these faculty members that we've introduced and the quality of students that we have, like the class of 2015, the veterinary profession is in good hands for the graduates of graduates of Kansas State University, and thank you much. Well, at this time, it's time for President Schultz and Provost Mason, Associate Dean Elmore, Dr. Rush, those doing the hooding today, to please take your places for the hooding ceremony. After Dr. Rush announces the name of each degree candidate, each one will be hooded. Following that, the candidates will accept their diplomas, have their pictures taken with President Schultz, and return to their chairs to be seated. Now, family and friends, we want you to get as many pictures as you want, so this front row is wide open for you. Feel free to come forward to take pictures of your graduates as they progress across the stage. Just watch the alphabet, and as they get ready, you'll have plenty of time to come down and then move out so somebody else will be able to get in. Dr. Rush, please announce the names of these newest doctors of veterinary medicine.
Graduating Doctor of Veterinary Medicine, Dr. Lori M. Agulian. Dr. Rebecca Lynn Alderetta. Dr. Emily Archer Sloan. Dr. Alexandria Annalise Argue. Dr. Alex J. Bachman. Dr. Bachman is being hooded by his father, Dr. Ron Bachman, Kansas State University, 1986. Dr. Joanne Virginia Bauer. Dr. Nicholas C. Bauer. Dr. Maggie Grace Berge. Graduating summa cum laude, Dr. Ashley Elizabeth Berry. Graduating magna cum laude, Dr. Morgan Jane Bertison. Dr. Jacqueline Brittany Black. Dr. Stephanie Ann Blythe. Graduating cum laude, Dr. Joshua James Borg. Dr. Nicole Lynn Bourne. Dr. Travis Michael Bowers. Dr. Jessica Lauren Bradford. Dr. Kelsey Lynn Bradley. Dr. Amanda Elizabeth Brown. Dr. Ashley Brooke Brown. Dr. Brown is being hooded by her aunt, Dr. Penny Dye, The Ohio State University, 1988. Dr. Mark Philip Brunson. Dr. Stacy Marie Burdick. Graduating cum laude, Dr. Mark Joseph Caldwell. Dr. Caldwell is being hooded by his father, Dr. Tom Caldwell, Kansas State University, 1978. Dr. Carrie Beth Carls. Dr. Carls is being hooded by her aunt, Dr. Luann Bergner, Kansas State University, 1994. Dr. Anna Isabel Champagne. Graduating cum laude, Dr. Jessica Ashley Chivera. Dr. Karen Ann Chelgren. Graduating magna cum laude, Dr. Monica Chawala. Dr. Kyle M. Clymer. Dr. William Michael Cole. Dr. Michael Arthur Cover. Dr. Carolyn Landon Cowan. Dr. Christopher Leland Cox. Dr. Stephanie Nicole Horton Krausen. Dr. Teal Suzanne Frances Culbertson. Dr. Megan Anissa Cunningham. Dr. Raymond Andrew Zarnecki. Dr. Carrie Jo Davidson. Dr. Bailey Catherine Davis. Dr. Maura Beth Drake. Dr. Marjorie Elizabeth Dunlap. Dr. Jet Logan Eder. Dr. Lindsay Ann Gearing. Graduating magna cum laude, Dr. Shannon Faith Godekin. Dr. Brianna Aaron Hafer. Dr. Kimberly Dawn Hofert. Dr. Lindy Danae Holmes. Graduating magna cum laude, Dr. Bryce Preston Hulsman. Dr. Dana J. Iman. Dr. Abby Elizabeth Jennings. Dr. Molly B. Johnson. Graduating cum laude, Dr. Emery Ann Jones. Dr. Johanna O. Carl. Dr. Eric Earl Kelly. Dr. Christine Ann Kemet. Graduating cum laude, Dr. Laura Elizabeth Kohaki. Dr. Tiffany Alexandra Kohler. Graduating magna cum laude, Dr. Caitlin Agnes Kozel. Dr. Jeremy L. Kramer. Dr. Bailey Allison Krastowski. Dr. Rayanna Michelle Lamb. Dr. Andrea Don Lee. Dr. Rebecca M. Legere. Dr. Madeline G. Little. Dr. Edward A. Lowe. Dr. Rebecca Laurie Luter. Dr. Todd Andrew Lutgeharm. Dr. Tiffany Rita Mainini. Dr. Elizabeth Ray Marsh. Dr. Marsh is being hooded by her father, Dr. Ray Marsh, Kansas State University, 1972. Graduating magna cum laude, Dr. Morgan L. Mateel. Graduating cum laude, Dr. Alicia Ann McAtee. Dr. Kathleen Renee McCrell. Dr. Caroline Nicole Meyer. Dr. Trista Lynn Mills. Dr. Mills is being hooded by her fiance, Dr. Clinton Roof, Kansas State University, 2014. Dr. Mills also received her MBA degree today. Graduating in absentia, Dr. Robert B. Muro. Dr. Tracy Lynn Mullins. Dr. Robert David Munson. Dr. Munson is being hooded by his graduate advisor, Dr. Daniel Thompson, Iowa State University, 2000. Dr. Shane Patrick Murray. Dr. Kristen May Misey. Dr. Chance Coulter Noyce. Dr. Samantha Michelle Nye. Dr. Andrea Marie Olson. Graduating magna cum laude in absentia, Dr. Kwan Khan Park. Graduating cum laude, Dr. Brittany Renee Partridge. Graduating summa cum laude, Dr. Michelle Kelly Pavlik. Dr. Luca N. Popescu. Dr. Allison Christine Post. Dr. Caitlin Jane Redding. Dr. Bradley Dwayne Robert. Dr. Matthew Brian Rossi. Graduating cum laude, Dr. Natalie M. Schreier-Reiches. Dr. Maite Suzette Santos Torres. Graduating cum laude, Dr. Aaron Peter Schaefer. Dr. Schaefer is being hooded by his graduate advisor, Dr. Daniel Thompson. Dr. Amy Michelle Schaefer. Graduating magna cum laude, Dr. Lauren Elizabeth Schneider. Dr. Laura E. L. Schur. Graduating magna cum laude, Dr. Douglas David Shane. Dr. Bridget Lorian Sharp. Dr. Trenton Charles Schrader. Dr. Joseph Michael Snock III. Dr. Sean Johnson Stensing. Dr. Andrea Mae Stevens. Dr. Tracy Ann Stonebridge. Dr. Caitlin Patricia Sullivan. Dr. Terry Diane Swander. Dr. Emily Marie Tabor. Dr. Brandy Maxine Tall. Dr. Allison Michelle Ten. Dr. Michael James White. Dr. Bruce McLaren Wilbrandt. Dr. Aiden Kate Wolf. Dr. Hillary Ann Wolf. Graduating magna cum laude, Dr. Audrey Caroline Wood. Dr. Misty Renee Yancey. It is a pleasure to present to you our newest graduate veterinarians.
At this time, Dr. Julie Ebert, president of our College of Veterinary Medicine Alumni Association, will lead our newest Kansas State University veterinarians in the veterinary oath. The oath has and will continue to be a reminder of the commitment that each has made to serving society through our profession.
Graduates, please stand. Raise your right hand and repeat in unison with me. Being admitted to the profession of veterinary medicine, I solemnly swear to use my scientific knowledge and skills for the benefit of society through the protection of animal health and welfare, the prevention and relief of animal suffering, the conservation of animal resources, the promotion of public health, and the advancement of medical knowledge. I will practice my profession conscientiously, with dignity, and in keeping with the principles of veterinary medical ethics. I accept as a lifelong obligation the continual improvement of my professional knowledge and competence. Congratulations.
Doctors, you may be seated. Ms. Amy Button-Renz, President and Chief Executive Officer of the Kansas State University Alumni Association, will bring greetings from our Alumni Association, the university's Alumni Association.
Thank you, Dean Richardson. I'm pleased to be part of your special day and offer congratulations on behalf of the K-State Alumni Association and over 175,000 graduates who will be part of your lifelong K-State family. Today, as you receive your degree, we are honored to recognize you and all you have accomplished. If this is your first degree from K-State, we also welcome you into a new relationship with your alma mater. Our mission at the Alumni Association is to lead and inspire lifelong involvement that will benefit Kansas State University and all members of the Wildcat community. I would like to share the 3 core values that guide us in our mission to keep you connected with K-State. The first one is link. The Alumni Association provides the lifelong link that alumni depend on to remain connected. You can stay in touch through hundreds of alumni activities held on campus, around the United States, and even internationally. Another value is tradition. You will likely celebrate a few traditions today as you sing the alma mater or take a KSU photo at your favorite spot on campus. The third value is purple. For K-Staters, it's more than a color. It's a symbol of pride and connection. When you see someone wearing the K-State purple or a K-State class ring, you will feel that sense of family. In recognition of your graduation, the College of Veterinary Medicine and the Alumni Association are providing you with a complimentary one-year membership to the Alumni Association. Now, I recognize some of you may already be members, so we appreciate that. But we hope you will enjoy the membership benefits, and please continue to be an active member. Our alumni are among the most loyal in the nation. In fact, you are now part of the #1 alumni association in the Big 12 Conference, based on the percentage of graduates who are members. And we've not only been #1 a couple of years, we've been #1 for 19 consecutive years. So I think that's something to be very proud of. I think that's worth applauding. We would encourage you to join in that next year so we can make it #20. But that loyalty is shared worldwide by generations of K-Staters who have the same passion for K-State that you feel today as you earn your degree from one of the finest universities in the nation. The Alumni Association is also pleased to present you with an exclusive alumni business card holder. That's what was in that little white box that I was handing them. We hope you enjoy it, and as you go through life and your titles and addresses change, please be sure to let us know. We want to celebrate with you, and we want to always make sure you're connected to your K-State family. And I would also like to invite you back to homecoming next October. The Grand Marshal for our 100th celebration of homecoming at Kansas State University is a veterinary medicine graduate. Dr. Harden, a good friend of Dean Richardson, and he's, I believe, a 1945 graduate. He's 95 years old, and he's going to lead the homecoming parade. And he's a very distinguished veterinarian, so we're very, very proud of that. But I hope you will come back. And he actually played his senior year. He was captain of the football team, and he played in Oklahoma. Well, we're playing Oklahoma for our homecoming again, 100 years later. But I want to congratulate you, and I hope you will always stay connected to K-State, and go Cats.
Thank you, Amy. Now to bring greetings from the class of 2015, I'm very pleased to call upon Dr. Allison Post, President of the class of 2015.
Good afternoon. Congratulations, everybody. This is pretty amazing. We finally made it to this day. It doesn't seem like it's been 4 years, but that's what they tell me. So before I focus on the students graduating today, I'd first like to take a moment to just really thank all the families, all the friends, everyone who has supported us over this past 4 years. You have been through all of the joyful moments, all of the breakdown moments with us, and without you and very large quantities of caffeine, we would not be celebrating today. So please just know how much you are appreciated and really how much of an important role you have played in our celebration today. So now on to my fellow graduates here. From the very beginning of school when we had orientation, I really felt that this was a very special group of people. I know everybody probably says that about their class, but the members of the class of 2015 have really proven time and time again that this is a very, very special group of people. When we started veterinary school, I anticipated that it would be an ultra-competitive, super stressful environment where everybody was just looking out for themselves and just wanting to get, always that top grade at whatever cost. And although I was definitely correct about the stress, my classmates have continued to prove me wrong on all other counts. Each year of veterinary school has had its own unique set of challenges, and through each of those years, we have really supported and encouraged each other in a way that really reaffirms that feeling that we have a special group of people here. Whether it was sending out PowerPoint reviews, thank you for everybody who did that, to help study for medicine, or staying late in the lab to help other students review radiographs. We have worked our way through vet school as a team, and we are, I feel, most definitely the better for it. I've seen classmates take time out of their schedules just to show friends around the anesthesia machine room, which, if you've ever been there, it's a little bit scary. And they did that just to make sure that the first day of that person's rotation would be a little less stressful. I've seen classmates sacrifice a day of their weekend to let someone else trade an emergency shift and have a little bit more time with family, when that's something we don't really get too much extra of. And I've also seen classmates comfort each other when we have no sleep and you're soaping 3 patients in the ICU, and then you get the call of, can I get an internal medicine student to the admit desk with a gurney? And you want to cry, because it's usually about 4:45 on a Friday. So we have just really gotten each other through these past 4 years. Many of you have provided me with words of wisdom and encouragement over the years, and I am just truly honored to have been able to laugh and cry with all of you. When I was thinking about what I had to say up here today, my dad, who is a history buff, mentioned a quote from a book he was reading about the Wright brothers. And when confronted with the challenge of getting a plane to fly, Wilbur Wright pointed out that no bird soars in a calm. And what he meant by that is that you need some turbulence in order for a plane to fly. First of all, veterinary school is never calm. So this perfectly fits our class. Veterinary school is pretty much the antithesis of calm. But despite this stress and our huge academic workload, our class has truly soared in the face of adversity. When members of our class have suffered difficulty in their personal lives, this class has come together to support them. And I continue to be impressed by the generosity, the compassion, and caring that the members of the class of 2015 have shown each other during our 4 years at Kansas State. Even during clinics, when we are all busy on rotations and all over the hospital, even all over the state sometimes, our class still seems to stick together and support each other. And whether it was just someone taking time to make Food Friday a little better, baking something special, or coming in when everybody was just overloaded and helping out with morning soaps even if they didn't have a patient. Those little acts of thoughtfulness have really helped our class succeed, both as individuals and as a group. And that's what's gotten us through. I have learned so much from each of my classmates, and I hope that we continue to be the compassionate, caring, and kind people that we have been in our new adventure as practicing veterinarians. Our first year as doctors will no doubt be a little bit scary. It will come with challenges, lots of excitement, but it will not be without stress and anxiety at times. But as we graduate today, I am filled with nothing but joy, because I know that the profession is gaining a wonderful group of veterinarians who will undoubtedly do wonderful things in the years to come. I have been blessed to call you my classmates, and now I can officially call you my colleagues. So congratulations, class of 2015.
At this time, I'd like to call on Dr. Ronnie Elmore to recognize the recipient of the 2015 Kansas State University Zoetis Animal Health Distinguished Teaching Award, and also to recognize the recipient of the 2015 Kansas State University Zoetis Animal Health Research Award of Excellence.
Dr. Justin Thomason, will you please stand? At each of the colleges throughout the United States each year since 1963, the Carl J. Norton Distinguished Teaching Award, now known as the Zoetis Distinguished Teaching Award, has been presented to an outstanding teacher who advances the veterinary profession by inspiring students to do their highest levels of achievement and professionalism. The Zoetis Distinguished Teaching Award is one of the most highly respected awards by veterinary faculty members because the recipient is selected by veterinary students. It is truly an award for outstanding teaching selected by those who have been taught. The recipient of the 2015 Zoetis Distinguished Teaching Award at Kansas State University was Dr. Justin Thomason. A brief biographical sketch for Dr. Thomason is included in your commencement program. Please help me in congratulating Dr. Thomason for receiving the 2015 Zoetis Distinguished Teaching Award. At each of the veterinary colleges throughout the United States for several years, the Zoetis Animal Health Award for Research Excellence has been presented to an outstanding faculty scientist who has had a sustained career of documented significant veterinary research. The Zoetis Animal Health Award for Research Excellence is one of the most highly respected awards by veterinary researchers because the recipient is selected by his or her peers. It is truly recognition of outstanding research by those who do research. The recipient of the 2015 Zoetis Animal Health Award for Research Excellence at Kansas State University was Dr. Philip Hartwich. A brief biographical sketch for Dr. Hartwich is included in your commencement program. Although Dr. Hartwich is not present today because of prior commitments, please help me in congratulating him for receiving the 2015 Zoetis Animal Health Award for Research Excellence.
When I started out the program this evening, or this afternoon, I said we can count many outstanding leaders in our profession as alumni of this college. In 1946, Dr. Bill Pritchard graduated from Kansas State University. Dr. Pritchard is now retired, but this man was truly a great, great leader for our profession. He was dean for over 20 years at the University of California at Davis. They've now named the teaching hospital after him. He led a process called the Pew Study in veterinary medicine, which really transformed and taught us about how to do clinical small group teaching, how to do problem-based learning, a number of things that truly transformed that. He's one of our grads. And a few years ago, he came back and he says, every veterinary college recognizes that outstanding teacher, and that's right. Every veterinary college recognizes that outstanding researcher, and that's right. He said, I'd like for my alma mater to do what is important for the land-grant institutions of this great country, the three missions of teaching, research, and service, carrying the information from the university to the citizens of our state, of our country, and now of our world. I'd like for Dr. Dan Thompson to please stand and be recognized for the 2015 Pritchard Award for Outstanding Service, outreaching not just as you've seen him touch the lives of students, graduate students, faculty, but beyond, to the livestock industry, to the welfare of all animals, and to the betterment of the veterinary profession. Congratulations, Dan. Well, on behalf of the faculty and staff of the College of Veterinary Medicine, I again extend a hearty congratulations to each member of the class of 2015. Congratulations, it's wonderful. We're so proud of you. Your family, your friends, this is part of that whole group getting together. We call ourselves the veterinary family. These men and women will be like brothers and sisters forever. When they return 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and more years back together, they'll pick up relationships just like they are today. It is such a special thing. This practice of veterinary medicine, though, is a privilege. It's a very special privilege. It's extended to only a few people on this earth. You've used your talents and privilege and academic abilities through perseverance and hard work to earn this privilege, this Doctor of Veterinary Medicine degree. Guard that privilege with the commitment that has brought you to this time in our professional lives. We're extremely proud of each of you. This is indeed your day to celebrate. Enjoy it to the fullest. Again, congratulations. Finally, as we close, I'm going to ask Dr. Mark Brunson to come and all of us to stand and have him lead us in singing the Kansas State University Alma Mater. The words of our Alma Mater are on the left and bottom of the picture on page 3 of our commencement program. And then after the singing, you may be seated for the recessional. Dr. Brunson, would you all please stand?
I know a spot that I love full well. 'Tis not in forest nor yet in dell. Ever it holds me with magic spell. I think of the alma mater. KSU will carry the banner high. KSU, long, long may the colors fly. Loyal to thee, thy children will swell.